Hey, what is going on, everyone? So today I felt the need to make a video on the biggest misconception about cryptocurrency, my opinion. So just keep in mind, the point of this video is pretty much all opinion, but I will be backing it up with facts and research. And by the way, if you are an XRP holder, which I'm very, very sure you are most likely going to agree with what I'm saying. But the reason is, it's like this video isn't really, meant for just XRP holders. Like, I'm really hoping non-XRP holders see this. And that's why the title is The Biggest Misconception About Cryptocurrency. Because, guys, in my opinion, you know what? The XRP community, I think they got it right. I just think the XRP community has it right. Like, our way of thinking, what we've chosen, what we believe is truly going to be happening, like, I think we're hitting on all cylinders. Like we get it, right? But the thing is that I would say in the crypto space in general, like let's say pretty much people who invest in proof of work or proof of stake based tokens, I feel like they're really missing something big. And that's kind of what this video is about. So if you are an XRP holder, you're most likely going to agree with everything I'm saying video. But if you're not an XRP holder, you may disagree. And if you do, I would honestly love to see what you think in the comments below. Now, if you're disagreeing and you're just going to say a bunch of hateful things about XRP, just call it a shit coin and it's trash and it keeps dumping. I mean, you know what? Hey, you want to do that? Go for it. But if you actually do disagree with what I'm saying, I would like to actually see kind of a well-established response in the comments that may really be going after something specific that I said. And I'm very open to that. So here it is. In my opinion, the biggest misconception about the future of cryptocurrency. So, the reason why I'm making this is because I recently had a discussion with somebody, and we really got into cryptocurrency discussion for a while, and this was kind of one of the main things I brought up that kind of brought someone to like an aha kind of moment. And that's what I'm hoping to bring some of you proof of work guys out there. It's like, yeah, okay, you guys really might not be seeing the whole picture. Just bear with me, listen to what I got to say, and let me know in the comments what you think. So, the biggest misconception about cryptocurrency is front end use case. Okay, and by the way, the handwriting, or I should say mouse writing, is going to be very sloppy. But that's just kind of how it is because it is really hard to write with a mouse. So, guys, everyone outside of the XRP community, whatever crypto they're choosing, they believe, for the most part, I would say like 99% of the cryptocurrency, excluding XRP, the community behind them, they believe in the front-end use case. And guys, I have a real problem with people that genuinely think that like the main thing about cryptocurrency is going to be actual individual consumers using it at the front end. Meaning, I log in, I take my crypto, I send it to a buddy, my buddy, he sends me whatever I bought from him, and cool, crypto transaction. That's great. The thing is I honestly do read through the Bitcoin Cash subreddits. Even I believe like I go like down into the Ethereum one, the Monero. Like I'm actually subscribed to these subreddits because I just like to, read what these other communities genuinely think. And I would say the consensus of most of the the main proof of work coins out there is that, oh, the future's going to be great with Bitcoin Cash. Oh, there's so many retail businesses that are accepting Bitcoin Cash. And we're just going to have, oh God, everyone's just going to use Bitcoin Cash. It's the new cash. I have a big problem with that. And I think that is honestly one of the biggest misconceptions in the crypto space is, everyone's just going to use this instead of cash. Oh, this is much better. Everyone is just going to have their own unbanked digital cryptocurrency wallet that they're going to pay with for everything. And I just don't think that's the case. I mean, maybe, far in the future, I could certainly see that. But I would say in this new decade that we're in, I really do not see people, the masses of people, deciding to use a legitimate volatile cryptocurrency as a replacement for fiat. I just don't see that. Here's the example that I gave when I was having a discussion with someone about this. I said, look, I am a complete cryptocurrency fanatic. I love cryptocurrency, even though I might not buy into Bitcoin or buy into Ethereum or buy into Litecoin or Bitcoin Cash or etc. I still can appreciate them because they're a project trying to do something along the lines of just revolutionizing just money in general, right? Here's the thing. I love cryptocurrency. I'm a cryptocurrency fanatic. But you know what? I absolutely dread having to pay with cryptocurrency. For example, one of the most notable companies that allow consumers to use cryptocurrency on the front end as means of payment to retail businesses, BitPay, right? BitPay, it's like one of the top, load your crypto onto a card and go spend it kind of thing. You know what I mean, right? It's like a prepaid crypto card in a sense. Guess what? 70% of the places that I go to say, oh, sorry, Mr. Cobb, we have declined you because guess what? We don't accept this crap. So, guys, I love cryptocurrency. With you Bitcoin guys, you Bitcoin Cash guys, I'm with you. I love crypto. But I hate using it for actual purchases or actual front end use cases. And I think that if I, a cryptocurrency fanatic, don't like using cryptocurrency for front end retail, consumer to business payments, why the hell would the masses of people do? So that's the thing. Is cryptocurrency is, I just don't think it's actually going to be about the front end. I don't think everyone's going to be using it. And oh my God, it's going to be the replacement for fiat. Because tell me, we'll just say replacement for US dollar, right? Tell me when a government is going to just volunteer and say, oh, you know what, guys? Yeah, screw the US dollar. Yeah, Bitcoin, that's our new currency, even though it can't scale for its life. Yeah, that's our new currency. I don't think that's going to happen with governments. What is going to happen with governments, though, is that the physical fiat currency that we know and people love, I think the physical part of fiat in this decade is going to slowly, but also in the grand scheme of things, quickly fade away. It already is. I believe some statistic, don't quote me, but it was pretty much 70 to 80% of all purchases are through card already. So the US dollar is already digitalized. So my real point being, it's I don't think, Bitcoin or any Bitcoin Cash or whatever independent cryptocurrency is going to replace fiat. But what I think will happen is you're going to start having CBDCs, central bank digital currencies. And essentially all that means is, no more physical version of it, but hey, you know what? It's pretty much the same exact US dollar, through your bank account, but now it's completely digital. So that's where one of the misconceptions really is that, okay, everyone's going to use everyone's going to use Bitcoin Cash. Everyone's going to use XYZ, whatever. It's I don't see that happening. Fiat currency, I think, is always going to be there, and it's always going to really need to be there. Now, again, I'm talking about this decade. I'm not talking 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 years in the future. It could be completely different. But I'm just saying in this decade, I don't see, all of a sudden everyone's just using this magical cryptocurrency that's just so great, like XRP, for example. Even with XRP, it's and another thing is, the whole front-end use case, guys, tell me, specifically my XRP holders, tell me, do you consistently actually go out on your own and spend your precious XRP at retail stores? No. Good God, no. Everyone knows the story of that guy who spent 5,000 or what was it, 10,000 Bitcoin on a pizza. Dude thinks freaking worth 700 million or 70 million, something crazy like that at the peak of the all-time high. So now that's always going to stick with people. Okay, well, yeah, you know what? I can use it as I can use it as a currency, as a replacement for the US dollar in my personal life. But guess what? Now you're spending extremely volatile currency that could one day in the next few years, if you would have just held on to it, not done anything with it, it would be worth 10, 20, 50, 100x its value. That's another thing. I just never see, I just cannot see in this decade people voluntarily spending their precious cryptocurrency that they think is one day going to be worth millions. Like, hey, do I, send XRP through the XRP tip bot for fun to show appreciation for information and research? Sure. But I don't actually go out there and go on Amazon or go to Best Buy and, buy electronics with my XRP. It's like, good God, no, I want to cherish it. I want to hold it. Right? So let's kind of recap the misconception, because now I'm going to get into what actually I think is what should be known and what I truly believe to be the actual future of this decade. So the front end use case. Everyone is not going to be using just one random internet currency that no one knows the creator of, okay? But on the other hand, we will kind of sort of get away from fiat currency, but it's just going to pretty much be digital. That's how I think it's going to be, right? So it's like, yeah, no one's really going to use it. It's not a replacement for the dollar, at least in this decade, but these fiats are going to become digital. So I think these fiats will start running on blockchains. For example, the central bank digital currencies, we already have proof of that. Okay. And guys, I know I might repeat myself, but I'm just trying to get my point forward. So again, the front end use case, I don't get why this whole freaking market really truly believes that, for example, like, oh, Bitcoin Cash is just going to be the new currency. It's like, dude, I'm sorry, but I just can't see that happening. I really can't. I just don't see that happening at all. Now, what can we do here? Okay. Get rid of everything. Now, this is where I want to take that misconception and turn it into a actual concept that is pretty realistic. And that is all about the back end. The back end, the back end, the back end. You XRP holders, you guys know it. You guys know it. It is all about the back end. The back end is where this is really going to thrive. Okay? For example, when you turn on your car, I'm going to draw like a really scuffed car here. When you go to start your car every single morning, do you know exactly what's going on in the engine bay, in the transmission, in the power steering pump, in the water pump, in the pulleys? Do you know exactly everything that's going on? Are you literally like, you know what? You go in there, you open up the, might be for some of you petrol heads out there, but do you open up the hood of your car and you look at everything and go, oh, yep, know how that works, I know how that works, oh, yep. I know I'm using all these things and it's just all coming together making sense. No. You go in, you start up your car, you know it works, you don't know how it really works, but you just know it works and it's working for you and it's providing benefit to your day-to-day life. That is how I would compare the front end to the back end. It's like saying, oh, okay, well, all of a sudden with cars, oh my God, Bitcoin just dropped like freaking, it just dropped like $200-300 like a split second. Anyways, that's the whole thing. It's like, look, so you're just saying, okay, with Bitcoin Cash, okay, so everyone's just going to use Bitcoin Cash. Okay, so everyone now is just going to know how their car works and know everything, every little detail and everything that's going on in there versus just starting up the car, knowing it works, and just continuing on with their day, getting the benefits of it. Again, you could probably think of a much better analogy, but that's the way I look at it. The front end is like, okay, dude, no one's going to know exactly everything that's going in their car and check everything before they go off and drive. The back end, though, is, yeah, you start up your car, you don't know any of the mumbo-jumbo that's going on in the engine bay, but it's working for you, and it's efficient, and it's providing a major benefit to your life. That is the way I really look at it. So here's where cryptocurrency actually comes in. Sure, consumers are always going to be moving fiat currency, just like through MoneyGram. You know, Bob over here, he takes his crispy $100 bill fresh from the bank. He's going to use that 100 and he's going to send it to wherever. Okay. So Bob over here, he's going to take that money, give it to MoneyGram. And then on the back end, MoneyGram is going to take the dollar, convert into XRP, take the XRP, use all its magical powers, and then convert into whatever, like really whatever you want. I don't know, gold, stocks, bonds, derivatives, fiat. I mean, literally can really convert it into anything. and then you get your end destination product. Now, does Bob give two shits that it used cryptocurrency? No. All Bob knows is he's taking his crispy $100 bill and he's sending it to wherever, and it's working. It's happened fast. It's happened at a very good price, and it gets there. It's headache free. So you see where I'm getting at here. And again, if you as an XRP holder, if you are one, you may clearly you really already understand this, how Ripple's working with 50 plus central banks and 300 plus institutions, 130 still unannounced. It's like, dude, it's literally all about this institutional backend. The crypto market was founded on the idea of the front end use case of the average Joe everyday consumer. He is now using Bitcoin to benefit his day-to-day life. It's like, that's just not how it really works. I love crypto. I can't stand using it. I just topped up a BitPay card recently, lost like $10 to Bitcoin volatility, and had to wait 3 hours. That's not bringing any benefit. The US dollar is more efficient than that. So you know what I mean? That's where it's the back end. It's not the, oh God, I'm using it. Oh God, wow, we're just replacing fiat. We're just doing so much good by doing this. No, it's the average consumer does not give a damn like how this works or what it's doing or how this even came about to be so. But all he knows is that his $100 is getting all converted in the back end and is getting to the end destination at a very, very fast pace and at a very, very low price. So therefore, Bob loves using cryptocurrency. He just doesn't know it because it's on the back end. And again, XRP, Ripple, you got hundreds on top of hundreds of companies being steered by Ripple's being steered by what? Some of the largest trillion-dollar banking corporation in the world. Like the largest private bank in the world, Mitsubishi Bank of Tokyo, is actually on the lead steering group for Ripple. So that's the point of this video. I know, again, I repeat myself a lot. I tend to do that, but it's just because I want to drive the point forward. I want to drive it home, really. It's like literally anyone in the crypto space, you got to understand. And again, if you disagree with me, if you think this is completely wrong, go come at me in the comments. Seriously, like I would love to hear it. But you guys get what I mean, right? Crypto, in my opinion, is not about the front end use case. It's not freaking Bob, Sally, and Joe going to use their Bitcoin to buy groceries. There's so many downsides to that. The volatility risk. Oh, what if I spend it now and it's worth 10x more in the future? Oh, what if the blockchain today decides to get backlogged and I have to wait 12 hours for a transaction? You know what I mean? What if I'm holding all that Bitcoin and, for example, it just drops $300 in a split second? There's so much risk for the front end consumer to use this stuff. It's like, dude, how do any of these proof of work communities with no scalability and really not the greatest core fundamental technology, how do they expect every single front end consumer in the world to now all of a sudden just throw out the dollar, which is just, it works. It does what it's supposed to. It works for them. But you just expect him to switch? But what does make more sense is that these institutions go, oh, aha, I get how this works. You don't need all the consumers to understand how it works. You just need the institution to really understand how it works. So their MoneyGram's going like, oh, aha, so we can save anywhere from 70 to 90% on the back end using this crypto stuff from Ripple, but the consumer won't even know it. But all we have to tell the consumer is, oh, you're going to save money and it's going to get there faster. Therefore, Bob is going to love using his US dollars. You see what I mean? It's like, look, Bob loves using cryptocurrency. It's providing tremendous benefit. But Bob has no freaking clue that he actually likes it, because he doesn't have any idea of what's going on in the back end of these institutions. And my friends, that is where I really believe how the true crypto revolution is going to begin. It's going to start with all the banks, all the big financial institutions, all the guys working with Ripple, like Bank of America, UBS, PNC, Standard Chartered, Mitsubishi Bank of Tokyo, a couple of the large ones I can't name off the top of my head, 300 plus institutions. These early adopters as institutions, they're going to be the ones to go, aha, and then just plug it in on the back end, and then the front end consumer, he's going to get all the benefit, and he's going to love using the cryptocurrency, but he doesn't even know he likes it. That's my point. That is where what I believe to be the biggest misconception about the future of cryptocurrency. I really have a very hard time believing in front end. I mean, of course, I think front end use cases can develop. Like, you have XRP with the whole coil thing with web monetization, which I think is cool. But also at the same time, I think it's going to be really hard for a lot of people to let go of ads because it's just a pretty good source of revenue if you're going to be some sort of online media, whatever. So again, you have arguments for that. But it's like, really, at the end of the day, this is all going to start at the back end. So that's my opinion on that. If you have any disagreements or agreements or want to give me your thoughts, make sure, do let me know in the comments below. But I really felt like I just need to make this video because a lot of people, I mean, when I was talking to someone, wasn't exactly even a crypto investor, but he was already kind of one of those guys where he just reads up on it, but doesn't, he actually cares to keep up with it, week to week, but doesn't actually put any money into it. And he's thinking like, yeah, I don't really think everyone's going to use Bitcoin. I'm like, dude, you're exactly right. I don't think everyone's going to use Bitcoin. No one's really going to be using it on the front end. It's the institutions taking advantage of XRP at the back end. And that is where it's really all going to start. So, thank you guys for watching this video. Really do appreciate it. Make sure to smash the like, subscribe, check the links in the description if you don't support the channel, and hit those post notifications so you never miss a video or stream. See you guys in the next one.